Hello. Welcome to Wade's World, a Pacific Northwest podcast. I'm Wade, your host. Going to range from like a few different topics on this channel, just relatable things. I want the audience to have somewhere they can go just to hear some random dude ramble for a little while. But there's an air show going on today. I am in my garage. The door is open, so it's probably going to be noisy. Not ideal conditions. But today I want to talk kind of about growth, going through hard times, things like that. Heartache, emotional distress can be hard and different for everybody's. The long stretches, of gray, it has a way of making you sit with yourself sometimes. That's peaceful. And sometimes it's the last thing you want to do when you're hurting. But I've learned something. Growth doesn't have to happen when life is easy. It happens when you're honest about the hard parts. Pain, emotional distress, burnout, grief. They're not signs of weakness. They're signs that you've been carrying more than a human heart was really ever meant to hold. And here in the Pacific Northwest, a lot of people are carrying heavy things. Anxiety, depression, trauma, loneliness. These are kind of incredibly common struggles across like Oregon communities, from Portland to Bend and rural towns. I'm in a small town, McMinnville. I guess it's a small town. I don't know. It feels like it's about to burst at the seams, but anyway. But common issues don't mean easy issues. So the hard sessions, these are the sessions when you wake up and you feel overwhelmed. There is a fly that is going to drive me insane. I'm going to try and ignore it, but not my strong suit. Anyway, it's for those times when you wake up, you feel overwhelmed before your feet have even hit the floor, when you're withdrawing from people you care about, or using work. Alcohol is a huge one. Like, I'm trying to live a sober-free life, alcohol-free. Alcohol is like in everything that people do, and it's hard to get away from. But I hate that stigma. I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum. I know everyone's different. Not everyone has a problem. Some people can socially drink and just be functional, and it's fine. And that's great. That's your choice. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just choosing to not dive into it at all because it is a source of deepening my emotional state in a negative way. So, avoiding screens when you feel stuck in patterns you can't explain. Real signs of emotional distress. They're deeply human, that we all feel. And if you've been through trauma or loss or a major change in life, which I've been through all these, I think most people probably have been through a lot of these things. Those feelings can run even deeper. Oregon's a place that has really long winters. There's, in a lot of communities, isolation can be a factor. Economic pressures can even make it harder to feel connected or grounded. But there's a part we don't talk about enough, and that is pain is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your rebuilding. And that's not easy to do. So what healing actually, looks like to me is it's not a straight line. It's not some linear path. It's not just a motivational quote or some sudden breakthrough you have some night. It's learning to breathe again when your chest feels tight. It's reaching out for support even when you don't want to burden anybody. And I get that a lot because I don't like to reach out. I tend to keep to myself, which never works well, but I tend to keep to myself, isolate. I don't want people to know what I'm going through. I don't want to bother people with what I'm going through. At least that's what I tell myself. But choosing those healthier habits, sleep, getting up, moving, connecting with people, it's just incredibly hard to do. Sometimes healing can be like talking to a therapist who helps you understand like some of those patterns that you're going through, triggers of things in your story. I've been in and out of therapy my whole life. I've gone through so many different traumas throughout my life that it keeps leading me back to that. And I have minimal to moderate success with therapy. Some people it works incredible. I'm just not one of them. I tend to always land back with dealing with myself, and I have to do it on my own. It's it's just a hard topic to think about because currently right now, as I'm recording this, I am going through probably the hardest change I've ever had to face in my life with the biggest emotional toll attached to it. It's not going to be easy. So I don't feel any form of safety for like my future and the things that I've built. I feel like everything's falling apart and I have to start over. And that's not a good place to be or a good feeling to have. But sometimes, healing means calling someone you trust. Sometimes it means sitting with your feelings instead of running from them. Sometimes it means stepping outside into the rain and letting it remind you that everything in nature grows through the storm. I'm kind of a bigger fan of dealing with my emotions and facing them, even though they are painful, they are uncomfortable, they hurt, they're scary. I like to face that and not bury it under alcohol or drugs or distracting myself with people that don't really have my best interest at heart. It's just a good time, and you're essentially being used in that moment because they think you're fun, even though you're going through something that involves a lot of lying to yourself and telling yourself that this is what you really want. This is helping you, and it's not. It's actually making it worse. And at the end of the day, when you come home, all those things are still going to be there. All those problems are still going to exist in your mind, and you've done nothing about them. So that's why I like to choose to fight my way through the storm and try and grow from it. And I'm not successful in that always. I still have a lot to learn and a long way to go. So I'm sure that is relatable. I'm not the only one. But choosing to live a healthier life is what I'm trying to do. So a healthier life doesn't mean a perfect life. It means a life where you're not fighting yourself every day. And that's what I'm trying to achieve right now, is getting out of my own headspace and approach it in a healthier manner instead of slipping into these older habits of seclusion and pain and, feeling sorry for yourself and not growing in any way. It might look like building a self-care plan so you know who to reach out to when things get heavy. I'm sure everyone has somebody they know that's the person I can call. That's the person that will always be there for me no matter what. Those are important people. Those are the real ones. The ones that check on you when you go quiet, when you go dark. And you probably have a lot of people in your life that you think those are good friends. But boy, trust me, when you disappear, when you don't post things on social media, when you don't reach out and text people, when you don't call people, when you disappear into these hard things that you're going through, see how many of those people you can count that reach out to you. That happened to me here recently. I'm a pretty social person with people, and I think 2 of them reached out to me, and I was not surprised by either of those 2. They are the real ones. They are the ones that I may go 7, 8, 9, 10 years without talking to. But when I do, it's like nothing's ever changed, and they are still the same brother that they've always been, that truly care about you. Those are very important people to have. I do have the positive of living in Oregon. Oregon is a beautiful state. There is so much to see, so many places to go. I love being outdoors. That's kind of the theme here, of having a Pacific Northwest podcast. Like, it's beautiful. The forest, the rain, the coast. I love hiking. Getting outside and finding those locations and just breathing that air is so therapeutic. Seeing those views, the sunsets, the ocean, just the damp, fresh water, rain, and trees when you walk through the forest when you're on a hike. It's just beautiful. And there's something so healing about that for me that I'm trying to dive back into to get through what I'm going through. It has a way of grounding you. And then, of course, there's finding community through like support groups, friends, creative outlets, if you have been blessed with being creative in some way. I'm not super creative. I can build some things. I can draw some things, but I'm kind of like a expert in nothing, but I know a little bit about a lot. if that makes any sense. And Oregon, I think most states have this, but Oregon, has hundreds of in-person and online support programs and for navigating emotional distress. But choosing healthier routines, this is an important one. Like healthy sleep habits, huge. Your brain needs that. Your body needs that. Movement, getting up, going and doing something, getting out of your space, hard to do, especially when you're hurting and you feel like curling up in a ball. But it's so important. Last night at midnight, I got off the couch, put on my running gear and went to the track and just walked. It helped. Allowing yourself to just be human. You're not perfect. You're not invincible. You're just human. Understand that. If you're struggling, support's available. It's normal to need it. Oregon has, I guess, a pretty good mental health system built around accessible care, community clinics, therapy, crisis, all that. So if you're listening to this and you're going through something, pain, heartbreak, burnout, trauma, confusion, I want you to hear this as clear as possible. You're not broken. You are becoming. You're rebuilding. Growth doesn't erase what hurt you. It transforms it. It turns pain into wisdom and distress into resilience. Those hard sessions into chapters that you've now survived. And here in the, Pacific Northwest, with its storms, its quiet, its beauty, you have a landscape that understands what it means to endure and still grow. It's literally a great example all around you. So keep going, keep reaching out, keep choosing the next small step towards a healthier life. You are absolutely not alone, and you are absolutely stronger than you think you are. I'm learning that about myself as I learn to stand up for myself, put my foot down, and value me, and not just trying to make everything else okay. It's just a hard thing to navigate, but it's achievable. It's achievable when you put in the work and you realize that you're not perfect, that you are human, and that you've won 100% of the bad days that you've gone through in your entire life, and you're still here. So in closing, just know that you're not alone. I'm thinking about you. I care about you. I want you to have a great day, a great night. If you're struggling, I see you. And I'm struggling too. But I'll be here again. And even though the things I say may not be new to you, they may not be interesting, I may not be the funniest person on earth, I'm here. And I'm 100% aware that you're struggling too. And I'll talk to you. I'll be here. So until next time, for Wade's World, sorry to start on a gloomy note, but hopefully a helpful note. And I will fire up another one of these next weekend, maybe from out on a hike somewhere out in the wilderness with some beautiful vistas, hopefully. And we'll talk again. All right. Take care of yourself. I see you.